and we are live action down below Barkley Dam here. Turn this around where maybe we can get a little better view of the dam, because for some reason it wouldn't let me get a preview. And now let me get some fishing poles set up. I don't have anything baited up. This is a spur of the moment fishing trip. Thursday is not my normal fishing day. I'll turn that around there for a little bit where I can see if anybody comes in. Well, I started to say Thursday is not my normal fishing day, but I happen to have a little bit of time this evening abnormally. Whoa, the camera's falling over. Stand up. There we go. Since I didn't plan on fishing, I did have poles in the truck. I did not have any bait, so I just stopped by the bait store and grabbed some night crawlers. We were fishing with night crawlers. I do have my skipjack pole with me, so I may throw it here in a little bit. And you never know, we might catch a skipjack out here. Don't have highest of hopes for it. There is, looks like zero current this afternoon. I didn't look at the app to see what the app said about current. Excuse me for TVA. But the water in front of me says we have no current. There we go. That's baited up. I'm in a different spot than normal. I'm on the opposite side. Since I didn't have any bait, I decided I was going to use night crawlers and go old school. Way back in the day, when I used to just come down here and fish as a teenager, night crawlers was always my bait, and this was always my spot. So, we're going to see. I never caught much of anything big here. Mostly eater-sized fish, but hey, we'll take whatever might want to bite. And I'll catch up with whoever's in chat here in just a minute. Once I get these two baited up and thrown out. I was pleased to see the bait shop had some nice big night crawlers. Last time I bought some, they were kind of puny. They were not Canada's best. But these Canadian night crawlers are the good ones. That means I ought to invite at least a 2-pound channel cat or something to bite. It's a nice evening out here, y'all. I thought it was going to be hot, because it was a little warm earlier when I was out. But it's nice. Fishing over here, we're out of the sun, so the camera's got a little bit better view. Hey, Anthony, what's up? Stonefly. Jorge, Carlos, Leon, who else? Appreciate you coming in, buddy. If I didn't butcher, or if I butchered your name, I want to apologize in advance. There we go. I've made a mess of myself baiting those night crawlers. But that's all right. We got two different setups. We got a Kentucky rig on this one, which is basically just a high-low rig, and just a one on the other side. So let me cast these out, get them positioned, and I'll see if I can't catch up with you. Hold up, hold on, don't run away. Water is down here at Barkley. I'll adjust that camera here in a minute where y'all can see these. Getting a bite already? No, it's just sitting there. Oh, come back here now. Oh, it's just sitting in. A little better for you. There. Uh-oh. I'm biting this one already, yo. That's pretty good. Yeah, we got a fish already. He's not a very big one, but we got a fish. Can't beat that. Can't beat that with a stick. Little Blue, he was hungry for that night crawler. You know, he may have been on there from the get-go. When it first was bumping down, I thought it was just trying to settle in on the bottom, but he may have been bumping it along there. Come here. Use these pliers a little bit. So a little easier on you, buddy. There you go. Sandwich size. That's a good way to start them. Don't follow the rocks, Kevin. Mess my worm up. Leave that on there. Oh, bird's nester extraordinaire. Probably leave that one tangled up in my other one. Come on, stay up high out of that other one. No, come. Tighten that up just a little bit. And try that again. Oh, that burned my thumb. That was better. I went a country mile and burned my thumb in the process. Way out there. Press my hands off, see if I can't get caught up with y'all over here on chat. And let you box my butt. Well, I didn't expect this evening. Oh, there we go. Turn that around there where y'all can see them poles instead of my ugly mug. Then I'll get on this other phone here and catch up with y'all. Just got a little tug on that one. All right, let's see if I can find y'all here. There we are. Now let's see if I can't catch up with chat. Oh. Get the bite again. Bitch just don't want me to catch up with chat. Yeah, he's on there. Once again, not a very big one. Maybe a touch bigger than the last one. A little bigger than the last one. He's spinning like crazy. He must be all wrapped up. You're coming in backwards. That's why. Coming in backwards, ain't you, buddy? Maybe slightly bigger than the last one. Buddy, you done got yourself so wrapped up. Which way do you go? See if I can get down here. Everybody can see. Get in the camera frame. There we go. I believe he's really about the same size as that last one. He just felt a little bigger because he was coming in backwards. He might be half a pound bigger. Probably not. Probably about the same size. did wipe out that worm though, so let me give him a fresh worm. Lord, he slimed that line all over. I'm telling you, when I was a teenager, this is where I used to fish. What we caught, real quick here, it's what I always used to catch over here, little ones. But hey, all you got night crawlers, you go for it, you can just catch a fish. I got so much catfish slime on my hand, I can't hardly hold anything. Fish was slimy. Well, I caught more fish now than I have in the last 2 times I fished down here below Barkley, I believe. Oh, catfish slime everywhere. We need to get a bigger one now. Go out there and tell Granddaddy he just needs a snack. You don't have to eat a big bait. There's a little bit of current out there in the middle. Up here close, water doesn't seem to be moving, but out there in the middle, it's carrying downstream a little ways. What a mess. What a mess. That's a good mess. So, fish slime's always a good mess. Oh, look at that. I saw you pulling on it. Come on. Oh, that's my foot, y'all. I think there's going to be another one on there. Come on. Come on back. Well, maybe not. Sit down. If you decide to bite it, I'll come back. There you go. He was biting, yanking on it like he wanted to bite. Yeah, y'all can see those poles there. Now let's see if I can read some chat. We got Mid-South in here first, like always. Anthony J. all day. Stonefly, Jorge. You can call me Jorge. Greetings from Meridia, Yucatan. Appreciate you coming by, buddy. If you're still in here from the Yucatan. That is a, on this side, I usually don't get all the fish messing with it like you do on the other side. Not all the bait fish and Asian carp. Something's messing with it, though. It's still messing with it. But I'm going to leave it alone if it's not going to pull it over. Oh, it's pulling it over. There or not? Nope, I don't think he's on there. That may have been a bait stealer after it. When I first picked it up, I thought he was on it. I just wasn't sure though. It was like there's a tug. Oh, whatever it was. Got my high and low rig tangled up together. Oh, that's a bait stealer. Got my worms all chewed up. I'm gonna put some fresh bait on there. That's why it's just a nibble. I only brought 18 night crawlers now. Let's see here. Let me finish the chat before I go back, before I go working on this one. Let's see here. Let's see, I think I was up to James Cannon. How's the skipjack fishing behind the dams? James, I haven't fished for them lately. You'll see Anthony J all day in the chat there. Check out his channel. He was wearing them out last week. And that next one there, I'm sorry, I don't even know how to pronounce that name or read what you're writing, but I appreciate you stopping by. Last week, the water was over the bottom part of the rail. Yeah, as I'm looking up there now, I'd say it's below the railing now, below the concrete. Let's see. Dadgummit, I keep jumping here. B2, see, Fisherman South, B2. Don't let being blocked stop you. Show up at work every day, begging her to take you back. I have no clue what you're talking about there, Mid-South, but all right, buddy. Burrito, how's it going? Appreciate you stopping by. Let's see. Tony says LBBAK, Little Bratty Burrito. Tony the Turd. Might not be able to sit long. It's kind of looking that way, isn't it, Tony? I don't know. That pole's getting no love at all. I'm going to leave that one on there. Let me get this one and get this pole out. For some reason, they like this one. Oh, that's my finger I stuck that hook in. Probably should swap out these hooks for some smaller hooks over here. These are 7/0 hooks, a little large for this size. I do not know who that is calling. We're gonna let that go to voicemail. Not a number or a name I know. What should be somebody saying my long lost uncle's left me $1 million? And the only way I get it is if I answer the phone when they call. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Oh, there we go. I don't know who you are, but I'm going to call you back here. Is that the same person trying to call me back again? And I think I done messed up at one pole. Let me see. 994 number. I'm not sure who that is. Let me work on the pole. All right, there's where it's supposed to go. That puts it in y'all's view a little better. There we go. All right. Now, let's get back and not baiting. There was somebody wanting to see about buying a Jeep. We got the wife's Jeep for sale. And they're wanting to ask questions about that Jeep. The Jeep Wrangler is about ready to hit the road. And she's got the new Jeep Gladiator taking its place. All right. Let me get back, find y'all on here so I can catch up with chat and see if I missed anything. And he said that's a crank collar. Well, luckily this one wasn't a crank collar. I'm hoping he'll buy that Jeep. I'd be glad to sell it to him. Little bratty burrito calling. Don't believe it. Well, I don't think she's got my numbers. I don't think she could call me, but you never know. She might be a detective. Looked it up. Calling, wanting to act like she's buying a Jeep. Another nibble over here. Y'all, excuse me here. Oh. I was answering this guy getting going over here. Got a feeling I'm on more of those bait stealers. Let's see here. This guy's wants some pictures. Hunter Storm, how's it going? Appreciate you dropping by. Let's see. Dropping by real quick, and I see some fishing. Be doing some trouting tomorrow. Have a good one. I appreciate you stopping in. I wish we had some trout fishing around here, some wild trout fishing. They got the ones where they stock them. Oh boy, outdoors. What's going on, Larry? Appreciate you coming by, buddy. Let me see if I got any pictures that this guy wants. Let's see. I can. Oh, I save these pictures. All 4 photos. And photos. There we go. There we go. Now, come on, fish. How about another fish? Not like it's only been 10 minutes since we got one last time. Well, what's everybody else been up to lately? I have been on a sort of hiatus from fishing. Right, I mean, hiatus from YouTube. I have fished, but I've not been much of a YouTuber lately. Not been much of a watcher, a streamer, a videoer, none of that stuff. Kind of getting to missing it, so I thought it'd be a good afternoon to go live. Larry is healing from some surgery. What's going on, Larry? I didn't realize you had. Oh, wait a minute. You had surgery on your shoulder, didn't you? I started saying I didn't realize you did, but I believe you had shoulder surgery again. If that's right, I hope it's going okay for you. I know you said, I believe you told me you'd had a few of them. Sorry to be ignoring y'all, but I'm answering this guy here. There we go. About to serve dinner, but listen, well, that's good, Scotty. I appreciate you dropping by, buddy. My wife is going to some jazz thing with one of her girlfriends tonight. So I'm a bachelor. I'm going to have to serve myself dinner. I'm trying to decide what restaurant's going to serve it. getting a little tug. I got a feeling that one's going to be, this closest one here is going to be out of bait shortly. Got a feeling it's going to have something stealing all that bait. Tell you what, I'm going to throw the skipjack pole real quick because I'm seeing something hitting down there. I don't know if that's shad or skipjack. Right at the top. There's some old jigs I've got on here. Something might want to bite. You never know. I had some fresh shad 4 days ago. I went to get it out of the cooler, but it done got mushy on it. See you pulling over here. Look around this pull. See that little tickle, tickle, tickle. That's a dead gun bait fish. I'm gonna pull this one out, put it in a little bit different area. Probably have to rebait it. Got the bait stealer after this one. Yep. Robbed. Robbed me blind. Just about robbed me blind. This one's got a little dab on it. One wormy. Two wormy. There's a good fat. That ought to catch at least a 5-pounder. That'd just about be a meal. Now it seems like last couple times this one's just been getting worn out by bait stealers. I've thrown it way out. So I'm just going to give this one a little mediocre toss and see if it makes a difference. Am I by the stairs? I am to the right of the stairs. Let me see here. I don't know if you can see. This back here is the spillway where water spills from the ace in the hole, the old trailer park across the road from the dam. They built that spillway to keep it from flooding over there. If I can get this thing back where it's supposed to be now and stay there. Go. That's about a 3/4 cast, maybe a half. Oh yeah, that's already hit the bottom. That was quick. That was quick. At least that's what she said. Well, I said it hit the bottom. It's floating there. She said it. In for a long winter's nap. Go away, Matt. Ought to be a big old catfish out there just waiting to bite that one. Now, let's see if there's a big old skipjack won't bite this. If there is, I'll let him go swimming on the hook. Oh, got hit by something. Got hit by something. That sounds like a country song to me. the bridge noise isn't too loud. I'm closer to the bridge than normal. Oh, skipjack just hit at it. I saw it. Saw you down there, buddy. I'm gonna give you a second shot. Give you another opportunity. He came up from, he wasn't 8 feet off the bank, maybe. This old reel is on its last legs. I've oiled it, greased it. It still makes a lot of noise. Oh, that was me. I got snagged. Oh, whoa, whoa. Hold on there, tripod. See the fishing poles. There we go. Go back here, Mr. Skipjack. Give me another opportunity. I'd be glad to catch you. Put you on the hook. You want to bite. A nibble on this far right. Tiny little nibble. Just a touch. It could have been something swimming by and hitting it. Jig on top here is just about seen its last days. Oh, oh, oh. Saw that. Wonder my eyes. Got hit again. That's a bait stealing nibble right there. Probably both of them getting hit by bait stealers. I'm a little too slow. Getting up in the shallows and hitting the rock. That's another fish. I'm seeing skipjack flashing down here every now and then. They're chasing these minnows. You're trying to distract me, aren't you? You're supposed to go. Sitting on over there. Come on. Come on. Don't just nibble it. They picked up just a little bit of current since I've been sitting here. I can actually see current lines by the swirls by my lines out there. That wasn't here when I got here. Yeah, I see you. You're stealing my bait, aren't you? Oh, he's on there. He's on there. He's on there. That's the one-handed funky kiss. Sit. Yeah, he's there. He's not very big, but he's there. You might even be a bait stealer. Or a channel cat, please. Yankee. Yep, channel cat. He was yanking like a channel cat. Little bitty one. Are you stealing my bait? Are you down there with some of your yellow bass buddies stealing my bait? Whatever it is, my bait's disappearing. Connecting. We must be losing. Big old channel cat. Look at that. Big as I am. Maybe not quite too big. All right, now let's rebait. Well, they're biting this evening. Makes me wonder if I should have gone to the other side where the bigger ones usually hang out. Around a little bit where I can see y'all. Oh, well, at least we're catching a few fish. Sometimes you just got to go old school on them. Leave me alone, bug. Crawling on my head. Go away, whatever you are. Come here, worm. I don't think I've used that many worms yet. I'm getting low already. Maybe I have. Maybe whoever filled up this box with 18 night crawlers didn't have a full set of fingers and toes to count on as they were filling them up. All right, let's see. Did I miss anybody? And he says, dang tripod. That's right. Them dang tripods are a pain in the butt. I'd say I'd hire a professional fisher or professional cameraman, but I don't think they'd do any better. It'd be like me stumbling on the rocks all the time. Nobody's paying me to do this, so I just keep complaining about the tripod. I saw you right there, skipjack. I saw you flashing. I'm up in the shallows after a minnow. Uh-oh. It's getting hit already on the way down. Yep, there he is. Hit it on the way down again. These fish are hungry. Little one. Again. Feels like a little blue. Does not have the fight of a channel. He is. No, it's a little channel. Little channel. He just didn't have much fight in it. Little dab bigger than the last one. Well, buddy, I think that about your eye. But you got one more to use. There's another one. Another little one. You got a bunch of spots on you there, buddy. And he robbed me blind on that one. So let's put another one on. That's the way to catch him, y'all. Don't even let it hit the bottom good. That might be the sweet spot, throwing that sort of a half cast. What is it? I think that's 4 so far. 4 little ones. We'd like to get one. You know, give me a 10-pounder. I'd be happy with a 10-pounder on a night. Got a 27-pound flathead on a night crawler one time. Surely a 10-pound blue wants to fight one. Gonna bite it on the way down again. Let's see. Will it want it? I think it will. That's what I am gonna do though. I'm gonna check this other one. This one after a while got a bite. And this one keeps getting bit constantly. Thought it's gonna be hung, but it came loose. Fishing on credit. Fishing on credit, buying on time. All that and doing all that kind of stuff with the kids this time of year. That's what all my buddies are doing. Still got kids. He says he can't get away from the soccer field. All right. Let's see if we can't get that gun rolling rocks. Y'all, one of these days, y'all gonna get to see me fall and bust my butt. We need a skipjack to bite because we're gonna run out of bait before we run out of dark or run out of daylight. I didn't bring a spoon or anything with me. All I got is these 3 jigs. Oh, I saw him strike at it again, but he missed it. Oh, oh, oh. Is he on there? I don't think he's on there. You hit it pretty good. I was pulling, but I don't think he's on there. I think it's. I'm gonna check it. He probably stole my bait. Whatever it was, hit it. Oh yeah, about sucked the worm right off of it. Feed him right back up on there. What's left of him? When you run low on worms, you gotta stretch them out. You gotta do when you got a short worm too, you gotta stretch it out. That's what I've heard. All right. Oh, filling off. One more time with these jigs. That's twice I've seen that skipjack come up and try and hit him. You need to actually bite him, skipjack. That needs the bait. Fresh bait. These jigs may be too big for them this time of year. Oh, I saw 2 of them strike at it. Then they want it. I think they're a little scared of these jigs. I think they're just a shade too big. Oh, what happened there? I don't know how you birds nest a casting reel like that, but I did it. If you can make a mess of a reel, I can do it, boys and girls. I'm gonna sit down here and see if I can't fix this. I guess I can catch up with anybody in chat too if I'm missing anybody. Let's see. How in the heck did I do that? I don't know. Do not know. Well, I'm gonna say the best way to fix that is pull a bunch of it off, get down to one good piece left. Start over. There we go. Right there's where it'll be. Cut that off. Pull that out. I'll pick my mess up when I get done. Look at that mess. I don't know how I managed to do that on a spinning reel, but I sure did. Made a mess of it's what I did. That will be good for there. I might reach that. I don't have much. A lot left. Come here, buddy. One more. Uh-oh. Got a fish, got a fish. I lost a jig. That's all right. I'm still pulling on that fish. Another little one. I can't even reel down on him. I can't reel down fast enough to get ahead of it. Oh, I think that's going to be the biggest one. About the same size as one of them other ones. Another little channel. And I see my jig. Let's get off back. Now, channel, you might be the smallest one I caught. I'll get my pliers here. Boy, now that's a big one right there, y'all. That's a big one. Maybe one of these days, when you boys and girls grow up, you can catch one that big too. Daggum little bitty fish. I guess I'd be complaining if I didn't catch anything though, so I'll be happy. I'll be happy. There's Duke City. What's up, buddy? Appreciate you coming by. We on the Little Fish Express this evening. Got a couple of blues and 3 channels. I've been trying to catch some skipjack for fresh bait. They're nibbling, but they're not biting and taking. They just don't like this pole today. Just don't like it. You know, something I've not paid enough attention on. This pole here has that Kentucky rig, you know, where they're high and low on a little hanger. And I wonder if I'm catching them all on the higher rig and not the bottom. This may be a little more up in the water column. And this one may be too low. Might be it. But let's see if I can finish these jigs tied. Set my butt down out y'all's way. Get these jigs tied on, get back after a skipjack or 3. I think I've caught up with everybody. Y'all are a quiet bunch tonight, not doing a lot of talking, but that's all right. I saw something move out of the corner of my eye. Maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. There's those other jigs right there. Yeah. I see you tugging on that one. Another little blue. Another little channel. Yeah, he's on there. Might have a little bit more weight to it. Not much. Not much more. Don't interpret that saying he's a big one. Maybe a little bigger than what the last couple. And all wrapped up. He came on that maybe on that high-low rig. They may be eating a little up. It may be why they're hitting this reel. Hitting this rod so much. Come on. What kind of tangled up mess have you made, boy? Another channel. It'd be just about big enough to make a dinner out of if you weren't very hungry. Come on, out of there. There we go. Probably, maybe the biggest channel we got so far, which that's not saying a whole lot. I guess I better put another worm on that one. Boys and girls, we're running low on the worms. Yeah, we got 3 or 4 left. Well, I guess it's a good thing when you don't even have time to get your jigs tied on your other pole because fish are biting. All right. The bottom one does not appear to have gotten any love. It's not really missing any. Oh, well, I may be lying. It's missing a little bit of worm. But since we're low, I'm just going to leave that on there. I'm not going to give it too much more. Try to make these worms last. Probably shouldn't wear a white shirt to go fishing. That's not the smartest idea I ever had. Of course, I wasn't thinking about fishing when I got dressed this morning. All right, one more jig, and then we'll get back after a skipjack. Maybe we'll catch one that'll enable us to extend our fishing time. Y'all see those poles? Well, I said when I sat down, that was my fishing spot when I was a teenager. And it was always good for some eater-sized fish. I don't know. We've hardly even got eater-sized fish out of it. Maybe a couple of them could eat, but it's better than nothing. Go right there. Pick up on what done. That, that's a mess. Reminds me of the way burrito fishes. You gonna get in trouble, Tony. She's gonna come looking for you one of these days. Gonna be on the naughty list. Alright. We need another fish or 12 before it gets dark. Somebody else bite. You need a fish over here. You haven't done your work tonight. And pulled your weight. Uh-oh. So I better set this one down. Come on, man. I thought you were going to be taken. Oh, there he is. Yep. Another one. Just like the other one. Little bitty one. There must be a whole mess of them little ones out here. On the high ridge. Watch them fins. Boy, I don't like you little ones. You fin me to compost you a thinner person. Quit. Watch out now. I'm trying not to get your feelers in there. I don't want your whiskers. About the same size as the last one. There must be a boatload of them out there, y'all. All right, we're going back. We're going to run it back. Do it again. That's me hitting this line on something. This line's way down here. Something must have picked it up, moved it, or it hit a little current seam or something. But that'd be all right where it is. Something wants to bite this pole. Got to be the difference in the length of the rigs off the bottom. Gotta be. All right. Back at it. There's gotta be a skipjack. Let's go up. Gotta be a skipjack around here wants to bite. That'll be a bigger fish wants to bite. That's a bigger catfish. in here. Yeah, look at there. We caught something. Can't use him for bait in Kentucky, but we caught him. Get over here where you don't see him. Don't hook my finger down there, buddy. Calm down. Nope. Calm down. Appreciate you unhooking yourself for me. Come here where I grab you and throw you back in the water after showing you to everybody. Come here down. Get stuck down here. A little white bass. Hold on now. It's all for the camera. Act pretty. It just about makes a fillet. But he gets to live another day. Let me sit down here and see if I missed anybody. I probably have. I've been ignoring y'all all night. I have not been a good host. It seems like the catfish bite has slowed down a little, Deb. Let's see, skip to line. Let's see here. Let's see. Dick City says Kevin is on fire. Buddy, write this day down so you don't forget, because it'll be a long time. The way my luck's been fishing lately, it'll be another 6 months before I have another day like this. Anthony says, I'll be there tomorrow. Come on down, buddy. I don't own this spot. Get down here live while I'm working. Catch you some fish. I am about, I'm going to say 15 or 20 yards upstream. Maybe not that far. Maybe not 10 yards upstream from those steps. There's a bunch of big rocks right here that you'll see when the water is down like it is now. And this spot I fished. Well, when I was a teenager, like I say, I used to fish a lot down here. I haven't fished down here much in the last few years. But, I haven't fished here much in the last few years because I've been trying to catch bigger fish. I've been failing at it, but I've been trying. This area just always produced eaters. Just trying to mess with that or bait stick. Not there now. I watched some guys down here one night with stink bait just absolutely wear them little channels and little blues out. Let's see, did I miss anybody else? I think I've got everybody. We got 9 people hanging out. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me this evening. I'm gonna go throwing this jig again. This time of evening, there may be some more of them whites wanting to out hunting for their dinner. I'm gonna bite if I can get my line unhung from that rock. There we go. Try that one more time. Saw that. Playing with it. Probably fishing on credit by now. Probably a bait stick. I see a whole mess of shad up here. Feeding on this moss, I don't have a way to get up there to catch them. can't snag one of them. They all run before my stuff got to them. So, you finally gonna try and catch a fish tonight? You need to put in some work. Earned your keep. That was me hitting that rock that time. That's my fault. I'm probably going to check them here in a little bit before it gets dark on us. Got a feeling they're both low in bait. Both had some nipples. Come on. I'd like to see one good fish bend this pole over. One good fish. That's all I need to see. Call it a day. Now, speaking of that, I'm not. Oh, I gotta hit this thing. I might check my battery on my phone here in a minute. I've not plugged up the battery charger to it. I hate to go dead on y'all because there's no battery. Let's do that right now. Do that right now before we forget. Then I'll check these other two. Wait. Let's see what chatting I've missed here, if any. Tony said he's going to have his attack cat get her if she came after him. He right back. Got a fine call. That's a fine woman calling him is what that is. That's a fine call. I'm going to shake y'all around here for a little bit while I try and plug this thing up. No, go away. I don't want any of that down there. These things don't mess anything up. Battery. There we go. Now, let's check our bait. Just been putting that to work today. Fishing on credit, like I was afraid of. Let's bake this one up. We probably got enough worms in here to bake both of these one more time. One wormy. It's gotta be about time for old Grandpappy Boo down there to be looking for some dinner. See one of these worms and think, well, that'll be a snack until I find dinner. I really mean we'll say hi, show him to everybody, and then send him back swimming. Big old fat juicy worms. And fishing on credit here too. I was afraid of that. And they've been biting so good and then just quit. You gotta figure you're fishing on credit. We scared them off one of the two. There's Scotty back in saying hi. I hope dinner was good. That's a itty bitty one right there. That one's like happy. Scotty, I think we caught 6. None of them big enough to get excited about. 4 little channels. 2 of them maybe big enough to call fiddlers. And a couple blues, just about big enough to eat. Fiddler size, you know, dinner size, not much else. And a white bass. Now we're gonna put this one back out. Too close. I'm gonna let it sit. I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'll tell you how to do your job. You don't tell me how to do mine. Better than none. That's right, Scotty. Catching little ones will at least give me some action. Of course, I'm only using night crawlers this evening. I didn't plan to come fishing, so I didn't bring any bait. Stopped by and got some night crawlers. I was not going to pay the price of dadgum skipjacks at a bait shop. I refused to do that. I just figured we'd see what night crawlers would do. Hope you make it down here soon. Hopefully, with the water cooling off, fish will be biting better. Skipjack will be biting again. Now that the water here has come back down, I'll have to try them up by the dam. Last year, I caught them right up by that railing all winter long. I didn't use frozen skipjack hardly all winter last year. Yeah, when the bait's biting, Scotty, or if you can get out here with the net, you can get some shad with the net. That is true. Oh. See that line moving? That line just tightened up. It got slack and then it tightened up. Something's on this close one here. I don't know what happened to it. Running my yapper and didn't see what made it loosen up. I see you nibbling there. I was trying to look at a text message and you go to tugging on them. Dadgum shad are all right here on the banks. I don't know if y'all can see them. See the water? That's all shad getting up in there feeding on them rocks. guess feeding the moss or something on them rocks. Little shad, they're not very big. You couldn't throw a net in here though, you'd destroy a net on these rocks. I use a dip net if you can sneak up on them. Uh-oh. What are you doing? I saw you moving. Maybe get up. Come on now, you need to catch something. You haven't caught one yet. You are not pulling your weight around here. We got bait stealers nibbling at them. Bait stealers doing what bait stealers do. Look, come here. Once they're back down, I don't guess they won't take it. Just want to mess with it, that's all. Indiana Chris, what's up? We have caught 6 so far. We're actually catching a few this afternoon. 351, how you doing, buddy? Appreciate you dropping by. We haven't caught anything to get excited about. Something mess with that far one. Come on. Something little or something stealing my bait. Let's see. Something little on it. Toe. Then check. Got a feeling about robbing one. Got some worm on there. He hasn't robbed me. He wasn't acting like he was robbing me. Let's go back over here. Too little for this one. And we'll see. We probably don't have another 15, 20 minutes of daylight anyway. Greasy chicken and wedges. Well, that sounds all right. I like to make some wedges. I caught a few minutes of you earlier today, Chris, when you were live. I wasn't able to talk. I was on a video call. I was watching you on my phone, had the earbuds in for a little bit listening. Yeah, y'all see. Make sure y'all can see those poles all right. I had to run the scale house for a little bit Tuesday, Chris. It was on the CB radio. And I tell you, that's something that you develop an ear for. Used to be when I would run our scale house pretty regular, I didn't have any trouble understanding anybody. I went in there Tuesday morning. I had to ask those guys to repeat themselves so many times, I couldn't understand anybody. About the time the girl that normally does it was showing up, I was finally starting to understand them again. I see you little twitching fishing pole over there. I'm not getting up again if you don't pull a little bit. You too. Both of you twitch. You gotta pull. One thing about fishing this side of the river here, we don't get all the Asian carp hitting your line like you do over there. I guess because there's not nearly as much current over here. That or maybe the Asian carp just aren't in here very much right now. They could have moved on. Well, I'll tell you all what. I'm gonna throw these jigs again. There may be another white bass wants to bite. What I should have done was kept that white bass. I'm gonna be a bachelor tonight for a few hours. That could have been my dinner. Let me get out of the way so y'all can see the pole. Could have had white bass for dinner instead of throwing him away or throwing him back. Something seems to have turned the catfish off. They were just biting pretty regular for a little bit. Maybe the sun's setting has got them little ones scared, afraid the big one's gonna come out and eat them. And we had a bunch of gar move through. I didn't see them. It could have been down deeper. Scared them shad. It might be a white bass chasing. Oh, almost had a skipjack. He hit it and came off right at the surface. Well, I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't think we're gonna catch anything else on this. Let's see. I don't think I've missed anybody. Doesn't look like I've missed any comments, but we got 11 people hanging out. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Hopefully, we'll get us a going home fish here shortly. We need one. It's been about 20, 30 minutes since we caught one. Oh, I was going to straighten that hook, and it broke off. I don't guess I'll be catching anything on that jig. These are some old jigs. Time to freshen up, boys. Time to freshen up. One thing this trip has taught me is I think the skipjack are about ready to come on. We know Anthony J caught a mess of them. Was it last week, week before, something like that, down at Kentucky Dam. I've seen them in here working these minnows this evening and had 3 strike at me. I think I had big size jigs on there. I think probably need to go to some smaller jigs or a spoon like Anthony was using. Probably could catch a few skips in here. And this is even out of the current. This isn't up there where they normally are. So it might be about time to catch some skips. I'm getting a little bit of action on that far one, just a little. Come on, give me some good action. I need a going home fish. Nope. Just teasing me. He's just teasing me. The shad are starting to hit all up through here. Be a good time to be out here with the net right now, boys. I'm seeing the shad just hitting the top of the water. I see you getting hit. Come on, both of you getting hit. Well, I don't want just little nibbles. Come on. Come on. Well, there you go. I'll check on you if you're going to do that. Come on. I know you little. Bet you're on there, aren't you? On there or no? No. Fake Steven. Fake Steven. Got some worm on there, though. He's going back out. All right, now. When we first got here, we got 2 fish before the line ever hit the bottom. You can do that too. I got faith in you. If I can ever stand still on these dadgum rocks. I see you there. I see you. Come on. That you just trying to find bottom. That's it, isn't it? Just trying to find the bottom. Just trying to find the bottom. Not earlier. Way down in that hole, buddy. There you go. Here across this up. I'll tell you, if a cop ever heard me talk myself, he'd think I was a meth head or something. Home. Right here. There looks good. We're gonna try that for now. See how she goes. Yeah, Scotty, it's gonna be Jack report time before long. You're right. I'm gonna have to get set up, come down and try for them. My freezer is getting a little slim on skipjack. I got about enough for 8 more fishing trips. At least that's what my inventory analysis told me. My inventory analysis is my wife. She was cleaning out the freezers the other day. She said, "You only got enough skipjack for 8 more trips." I said, "Well, that's not good." Scotty, you and Anthony will be glad to know I used that cast net this last weekend and caught some shad. I didn't catch any catfish with said shad. Caught a big drum, but no catfish. I'm finally learning how to use the daggum thing for real. Oh. Come on now, you really got a fish, or what are you doing? You might have a fish. Oh yeah, you got a fish. You got a fish. So stay on there. Woo, it's a whopper, boys. Another one of them whoppers like earlier. Well, he actually pulled a little bit then, like maybe he's got another pound or so to him. He ain't much. But it's better than nothing. He's a blue and he's all tangled up. Come here, buddy. Untangle yourself. Plier. Once again, he came on the high rig. That tells me I should have been running a high rig on this other pole all night too. That with the high-low rig has caught all the fish tonight. And it seems like they've all been on the high side. There you go, buddy. We got time to put another worm on there, I do believe. Let's see if we got another worm in here. Yeah, we got a little worm here. It's not too dark yet to fish. That's a little worm, but we're gonna make him work. You gotta work with what you got. There she'll be. We can't catch one more. Yeah, it's a eater. It's 7 now. It's probably the most fish I've caught in a sitting in a pretty good while. We've been live an hour and 37 minutes, so that's not too bad. Scotty says you never know when he might sneak down. Well, good deal. Well, you know, me and Anthony will let you know if they say it's the skips are biting. Something's messing with it already over there. Yeah. That looked like a bait stealer bite, though, the way it was shaking. Maybe not. What are you going to do? Yeah, let's see. swear they can tell when you pick it up. Some suckers can sense that it's been picked up. You're holding on to it. See if he'll bite it now. Oh. I don't think he's on there. I thought he was on there for a minute. It's like it was trying to pop. Popping at it. It was on it. You probably stole all that bait on the high rigs. Let's see. What time are we getting? Let's see. Thanks, Anthony. We caught a bunch this evening. I enjoyed this one. Been a good sitting. It kept me busy. Scotty says cooked up some of that spoonbill today at work. I've lived at this river all my life and I've never eaten spoonbill. Made some nuggets out of the blue cat I caught a couple nights ago. Oh yeah, dude, that sounds real good. Scotty, sometime when you come up, me, you, and Anthony need to get out and catch some and have a big fish fry around the campfire or something. My wife won't eat fish, so if I cook them at home, I'm making a mess just for myself. Won't be long. At times going to change, and we'll be fishing in the dark. Won't have any afternoon fishing time without lights. You don't think Tony eats fish either? Doggone. Tony says he'll bring a steak. I thought you'd eat some fish, Tony. I don't eat much out of this river. If you think about it, this water comes all the way from eastern Kentucky, East Tennessee, comes down past Knoxville and Chattanooga and Nashville and Clarksville and all them cities, picking up pollutants along the way. But I usually eat fish out of this river once or twice a year. I figure that won't kill me. Oh. That's a fish. Are you still on there? Yeah, he's on there. Might be the best one of the night, boy. That don't mean he's terribly big, so don't get excited. But that will be the best one of the night. Maybe a 5-pounder. He must be all wrapped up. He's spinning. Yep, he's all wrapped up. Not digging into your skin. I don't see you home crying tomorrow. Best one of the day. Let's see. Unhooked here, and you're about to finish this. He twisted this thing up into a mess. Oh, how many times he went around this fish? How many times he took the line around himself? Come here. Get that off of you. Get that up and over. I think get that off of you. There's that. But you made a mess. And that other pole is probably done got sucked out to sea by now. All right. Slimed me all up. And was barely even hooked after all that. But he's lassoed so good, he wasn't going to get loose. Hallelujah, boys. That's the biggest of the night. I said 5 pounders. I don't think he'll make 5. Maybe 3.5. Let's see if I can find some water. Get all this fish slime off of them. Whoa, slick rocks. How long's it been since y'all seen an old man go swimming? All right, since we're about out of daylight, I'm gonna just hook this one up. Leave that other one out there. Get the worms off of this one. That's a tangled up mess. What the heck did he do? Goes like that. Going around there, and there's a knot. He left about a pound of slime in that knot. And the blue sometimes will twist and twist and make a mess for sure. There we go. I'll catch up here in just a minute, y'all. Get this pole put up. Leave that other one out, assuming it's not fishing on credit just yet. And I'll catch up with y'all. We'll give her just a few more minutes till we run out of daylight. And let me see who I'm missing. I think we had a few more come in. Thought I saw somebody talking. Let's get to live. There is Mr. Stacy with Bank Fishing Adventures. Appreciate you coming by, buddy. And Cindy, what's up, Cindy Lowe? Good to see you in here this evening. You're coming in right at the tail end of her. And Tony says he'll be live after I'm done making rigs. Want to kick it and chat. Well, depending on how long you're live, I'll catch you later. I'm an hour from the house. And I got to go get some grub on the way, so it'll probably be an hour and a half or so when I get home. What time is it? It is 6:19. We're going to give her till 6:30 and we'll kick it off, y'all. Tony had to give you a good time to fire up. And we'll shut her down then. I don't know. This one right here, I don't think it's even had any nibbles since I rebaited it. So it may still have some bait on it. Maybe. It's my favorite time of day down here, y'all. Right at dark. Sun's setting, everything calms down. It's quiet, peaceful. Best time to be down here. Cindy gets plenty of that on those night shows. I guess I'm going to have to start doing some night fishing when the time changes. I don't have all the goodies to do that. I'm going to need to get some, need to get a scale key to weigh the cats. I hear you. You can catch all, what I catch? 8 catfish, I think, tonight. 7 or 8. I done lost count. You could have added them all up and been under 20 pounds, I would guess. I don't know. They might have broke 20 pounds altogether, but it'd have been close. My other spot across the way hasn't been producing. Well, if I need bait, oh, he bounced back out. If y'all heard all that, an Asian carp just jumped up on the bank, but he flipped back out. Them things are nuts. It's fun to guess the weight. Yeah, you know what it is. There's a stray cat wandering down here, I guess. I need to get a battery for my scale and we can start weighing them and let people guess what they are. I need to get a better scale though. Mine is a old scale. Where you going, Tomcat? You coming down here looking for dinner, I'm sure. Scotty, I hear you. Hey, I tell you, Scotty, it's not you, buddy. This has been a tough year for catfishing around here, in my opinion. I don't know. A kitty wanted to carp. That's the truth. That been more than a mouthful for that cat. I don't know. Anthony can chime in on this. It's been a tough year for catfishing for me down here. Last year, there were many times last year I went out catfishing and came home because I ran out of bait. And there were many times this year I come home and put all my bait back in the fridge because I didn't catch any fish. I don't know what's different this year other than there was a ton of bait this year. Tony says I just snapped my fingers and boom, incoming. That's what your videos sure make it look like. I might learn how to do that. But yeah, there's been a ton of bait the last 2 years. It's been good hatches. And I don't know if the fish are just eating better, so they're not after bait, not after people fishing hooks quite as much, or what. But it's been a rough year. Yeah, there you go. Tony says it's super tough on cats this year. Has been for me. I bet I haven't caught a fifth of the catfish this year that I caught last year. I was talking to a guy earlier today. He's a commercial fisherman, and he's wearing them out, eater size. He fishes for those 5 pounds and under is what he focuses on. He says that's what the fish market wants most of. And he said he's been hitting 500 pounds a day. And now he's putting out 500 hooks. So, 500 hooks makes a big difference. But he does it for a living. Of course, there's a lot of commercial fishermen around here. I'm sure that makes it tough too. And when you got commercial fishermen out there, 500 hooks a day, and there's probably 10 of them around here, that's pulling a lot of catfish out of the water. 6 more minutes, y'all. 6 more minutes. Just a little bit. Maybe that's got that better for you. Go away. Nets. There hasn't been a soul down here fishing this evening, y'all. Nobody. Nobody on that side, this side, no boats. Nothing. I couldn't believe it. What I need to do, while I still got daylight and can see, I'm going to start packing stuff up a little. Still have trouble finding it and get ready to leave. It's starting to get a little dark out here. Not bad. Let's see, there ain't night crawlers left. Nope. We got down to our very last night crawler, guys. We used the very last one. Stacy says if you take all the small ones out, there won't be any big ones. That is the truth, Stacy. I know these lakes up here are really big lakes. And guys have been commercial fishing them for years and years. So I assume they're supposed to be fished at a sustainable level. But I sure don't see nearly as many big ones caught up here as you see caught down in Tennessee, where there's not much commercial fishing. At least that's what I hear, is not much down there. But I mean, I know there's guys doing it, making a living, feeding their families, doing it. So I can't can't begrudge them a way to make their living. There's people who've been making a living doing that a whole lot longer. There's people who've been out here trying to catch big catfish for fun. But at the same time, it'd be nice if there's a lot more big ones up here. This guy I was talking to him about about the trophy size fish, which, in Kentucky, you can only keep one trophy size blue and one trophy size flat a day, I believe it is. And he was saying that he throws back about half of the trophy size that he could keep, but he does keep about half of them. I think he said in 1 month, the most he caught was 20 trophy size, and he let 10 of them go and kept 10. So that's 10, 20 plus pound fish that are out of it, And who knows how often that happens. Well, y'all, I told Tony I'd be done at 6:30 so he could take over the night shift. I'm going to go ahead and reel that one in and start getting things wrapped up. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. If you got time, jump over and hang out on Tony's channel for a little while. We'll see y'all next time if you're on by the time I get back. We're not fishing on credit. There's nothing wanted to bite it. All right, let's see. There it goes. There's the rig. Empty worm box in my bag. On my fishing line, put it in my bag. No, they're wrong. All right, y'all, we're going to call an end to her. I appreciate it. Thank you there, Duke. Let's see. Scotty said, I've seen some guys with Kentucky registered boats at the boat ramps there. No kidding. Probably coming up there after them bigger fish to sell to the doggone pay lakes. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. We'll talk to y'all later. Oh, what the heck have I done here? Got some kind of a mess here. Get my knife out. Sucker's tied up and it won't come loose. Y'all are getting a C6 show there. Why is it? For some reason, the phone won't come loose. What's going on there? I'm manhandling this tripod. What is going on with it? There we go. Now let's hit the button again. Now, okay.